Hey y'all. Where's my tablet? Okay, y'all. I'm gonna end this and come right back because I can't even find my tablet. Let's see. Maybe I don't. Let's try this. Okay, y'all. Where did I put it? Feel like I'm sitting on something. Not in there. Oh, yeah. This the kind of stuff happen when you ain't prepared. But yep. Am I sitting on it? Nope. I just don't know. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well. Okay. Let's see. Okay. How is everybody doing? Okay, yeah. Let's see. Come on. TV on. Y'all doing pretty good on this Monday night? I hope so. How is everybody? Yeah, I wanted to. Yeah, I know it's kind of late for some of us. It is. Here, it's a little bit after 8 p.m. here. And I know some of you all, it's a little later than that, but I appreciate y'all coming and hanging out with me. For a little bit. Oh, wow. So, what time is it in Brazil? Okay. So, you all are like a couple of hours. Okay. Okay. Yes. Well, I am glad to have you. Here on this channel, we talk a little bit about everything. You know, it's no one thing that we talk about here on this channel. We talk about some of everything. You know, even conversations that's, you know, a little hard for, you know, some people to have. We talk about it here. Yeah. Um, yeah, so if you haven't already, go ahead and like, share, subscribe, hit that bell to be notified. So every time I come live or upload a video, you'll be one of the first ones to get it. Yes. I am I'm really trying to um work harder um on here. Cause one thing about it, y'all, if you want something, it is you got to work for it. Definitely got to work for it. And it ain't always easy. It's definitely not, you know. Yeah, it is definitely not. I'm gonna share the live with a few people. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. Wait a minute. Yeah, let's see. If you all don't mind, would you hit the thumbs up button? Yes. Give me a like if you don't mind. Yeah. I will appreciate it. I surely will. Let's see. So, y'all, tonight we really don't have one specific thing that we're going to be talking about on tonight. We just gonna be talking, okay? And if it's something that that you all would like to discuss, it's all right with me. As long as it's, within reason. Well, I've been coming on quite a bit. Like yesterday, I came on. It was kind of early, more earlier than like when I normally come on. Yeah, it was a little more earlier. And then I only stayed on for like 20 minutes. I didn't stay on a long time. No, I did not. But yeah. So we talked about not yesterday, but day before yesterday. We talked about dealing with a cheating mate. Like, and my questions was to you all, what would you want your mate to tell you that they was cheating, or if a friend found out before you did, would you want your friend to tell you, or would you rather just try to like figure it out for yourself? Or would you be one of them type of people that knew but just didn't say anything? Yeah, so what do you all think? Hello from India. How are you? Yeah. So what do you all think? um, there's really not a right or a wrong answer from nobody. We all have our own opinions. Let's get that out there because, um, good. People have their own opinion. Some people, they don't mind the cheating, and some people don't want to deal with it like me. Well, this is definitely not for kids. Yeah, you gonna get rid of that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, yeah. This channel is not. Uh, so, uh, well, I know, like I had mentioned this to one of my very close friends, and she said she told her husband that as as long as he doesn't bring any babies, it's not like she was giving him the okay to cheat, but I think she was saying that would definitely be a deal breaker. Like, she feel like things, do happen sometimes, and she would forgive him for that, you know. And that's just how some people are. But then you have people like me, like I'm just done. But some people feel like they, like if they have invested, 5, 10, 15 years in a relationship, you know, sometimes they feel like they don't want to take the time to get to know no one else. They just want to deal. They just gonna deal with what they dealing with. And that's their opinion. If that's how they feel, that's okay. Like it ain't right, it ain't wrong. If that is the conclusion that they come to, you know. And I know like some people would be like, well, I don't want to get in that. So if they see your mate out there cheating, depending on how you and your friend's relationship is, they may tell you and they may not. They may feel like if they tell you, then you may feel like they jealous, or something like that, when you only just telling them just because you're trying to look out for them. But that's how some people are. And then y'all, I think that um anytime, I ain't not every time, but I believe that majority of the time, if the door opens up for infidelity, I think that it didn't just start today. You know what I'm saying? Like this is something that has been in the works, in the making. And y'all, to be honest, I think some people get married knowing good and well they're not going to be faithful. But because they don't want that person to get away, they go ahead and marry them. Knowing good and well that they're not going to do right, and that it's not fair to the other person. But that's how they do, you know. Yeah, that's how they do. And you know, it's sad that people will just settle, no matter how a person is doing them. Like you done married this person, now you out here in the street. But then when they find out, you holler about how much you love them, and how sorry you are, and all of that. But if they would have never found out, you would have kept doing what you was doing, you know. And even though they found out, that don't mean that you gonna stop, you know. So yeah, it's dealing with a cheater is something that I would never, ever, ever uh, want to have to deal with again, because I went through that in my first marriage, and when I found out, it wasn't a marriage anymore. It was nothing to me, because I feel like you made your choice, and the choice was not me. So I don't care how vulnerable you say you were, or I don't care about none of that. I just don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because it's no excuse. Yeah, some things it's just no excuse for it. And I'm gonna tell you another thing. Anytime you find yourself in a situation, God always make a way for escape. But it's up to you to escape. God is not gonna force you to do anything. It's up to you to do it. But my motto is, anything that you don't want me to do, then don't you do it. So that's how the ball bounces. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be out here hooking and crooking, but then you want your spouse, your mate, because it's not just men that do this. It's women that cheat every day of the week. Like, they wake up to cheat. So this is not like a one-sided thing, y'all. Everything I'm talking about male and female. I'm talking about both of them, because you know sometimes, and then y'all, sometimes both of them cheating. They cheating on each other and thinking that the other one don't know it. Like, how disgusting can that be? Like, you out here laying with this person and that person. Your mate out here laying with this person and that person. Then y'all come together and you lay together. That's too much. That's just too, especially y'all in this day and time. It's too much. Too much. And if your wife, husband, whatever, if they know that they been sleeping around and they might have something, they're not going to tell you. They're not going to tell you because they don't want to hear your mouth. So, no, they ain't going to tell you. It's sad, but they would rather give you the sexually transmitted disease rather than tell you. Yeah, that's the society that we live in now. And that's horrible. It's horrible. If you all don't mind, please hit the like button. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that bell to be notified. Yeah, y'all, but people, and then, like, they say people cheat for different reasons. I feel like this. That's why y'all. It is so important to talk. Talk before you get married. Let your mate know what your desires are, so that they can let you know if they agree with it or if they don't. And if they don't agree with it, then that means you got to make up your mind if that's something that you can live without, or if you feel like that's something that you got to have. Because if you can't live without it, then evidently you need to just move on. Or either you gonna end up in them streets to get your needs fulfilled. Because you cannot get, marry somebody and then all of a sudden let them tell them that this is what you expect or that is what you expect. And they're like, hell to the no, no. It's not happening. And that goes for men and women, and that's why you have to be honest, you know. If you freaky, you need to be honest about it. If sex is something that you don't care about, you need to be honest about it, you know, to let them know you ain't gonna get it too often, or I'm gonna need it all the time. These things are important, y'all, especially if you are young. Y'all, see, when you young, like sex is at the top of the list. But when you get older, my age, like I'm 55, so it's not like it was when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? All the desires that right now, like it's not saying that you don't want it or you don't like it. It's just saying that other things are more important to you than sex. But when you're young, baby, that's all. That's the one of the most important things to you when you're young. But once you reach a certain age, other things become more important to you than just sex, you know. But and then uh when you marry somebody that's much older or much younger than you really, really need to have some serious conversations about that. See, it's easy to talk about buying a house, starting a business, having children, or not having children. Those conversations are very easy for couples to have, as it should be. But for some reason, y'all, sex is just not easy for them to talk about. And I have counseled some people, y'all. I don't get it. Like, I don't understand why it's hard for them to talk about. I don't get it. Both of them want it, but nobody wants to talk about it. I don't like they dance around the sex conversation. Like they not planning on having it. Or they not already doing it. Like, if you have to tell your partner what you like, what you don't like, you have to tell them. Because, you don't want them to act like you was the person they was with before you. I'm just saying. So you have to talk. You got to tell them, like, hey, this is what I like. This is what I don't like. And if this is somebody that you're really finna be with, you really finna settle down with, why would you not want to tell them how you feel? What is really going on with you? And if you have some issues about it, these are things you have to share. You have to share with your mate because you want to give your mate a choice. Like it may be something that they really, really like. And you might be like, hell no to the no, no, no. But now you done married them and they think that this is what you into. And you're not. So now what y'all gonna what you gonna do? You sleep in one room and he sleep in another. That ain't no marriage. That's a mess. So yeah, it's just very important to be honest and transparent with, who you know, say gonna be your husband or your wife. You cannot be afraid to talk. No, you can't be afraid to talk. No, you can't be like that. Mm-mm. No, honey. You have to let them know. And yeah, and don't, everybody got something that they really like and got some that they really don't like, but don't nobody want to talk about it. They want to talk about everything but that. And in some cases, some people think that is what holds the relationship together, which is really not. But when you young, your mind is just there all the time. Like when you're younger, it's a natural thing, y'all. It ain't nothing out of the norm. That is what young people think about. Mm. Yep. That's some good ice water, y'all. But that's what young people think about. They think about it, but then they scared to talk about it. I mean, I'm talking about like get deep with it. They'll let you know they want it. But as far as y'all, I don't know if y'all making comments or not, because I can't even see them. Let's see. If y'all just been y'all. Okay. All right. See, I got y'all, I have to use my tablet because I didn't know I can't even see none of y'all comments. And I do apologize. I gotta figure this out. Figure it out. Okay. My moderator is in the house. Hi, love. Okay. Yeah, people, they really do. I mean, if you can't communicate and I don't know why my stuff stopped showing. Let's see. I don't know. It will not. And the crazy thing is, y'all. Wait a minute. Nope, that's from when I was first got on. Oh no. I don't know, y'all. So I'm just gonna have to keep my tablet on standby. Yes. Thank all of y'all. I appreciate everybody up in here, y'all. But as I go, I have to figure this thing out every day. That's why I say I have got to get on here more and more and more. I was on yesterday, but I had intended to come back on last night. Y'all, and I'm going to just tell y'all the truth. Y'all know that's how I do. baby, the phone just kept ringing, okay? It kept ringing. Kept ringing. So that's how it was. So yeah, y'all. I just, man, I appreciate all of y'all on here. Yes, I do. I do. I see some of y'all popping in and out. Yes, yes, yes. You know, yeah, I see my nephew in the building. All right. Yeah. Yes, y'all. So, yeah, communication is the key, y'all. I'm telling y'all. And sometimes, I have counseled people, y'all. And, I'm sitting there and I'm jotting stuff down. I'm taking notes because, you know, this stuff you saying, I'm gonna bring it back to you. You know, y'all, let me tell you. It have been times when I wanted to take that notebook and slap both of them upside the head. Cause I'm like, what is y'all doing? Y'all, listen. I have one couple. Y'all, he was arguing over a door key. A door key, y'all. I said, I'm you got to stay in professional mode. You got to. But y'all, oh man. I tell you, the only good thing about that was him talking about this key and going overtime. So that meant more money. That was, trust me, that was the only good part about that. That was it. The only good part. If y'all see me looking down, I'm looking down at my tablet so I can, see y'all comments. Yes, Miss Vanessa, glad you back, honey. Yes, but y'all will be amazed at the things that people have a lack of communication in. And y'all, let me tell you, if you in a relationship or a marriage, just remember this one thing. This will take you a long way, if you just remember that you're not always right. Just remember, just hold on to that little bit of advice. You're not always right. Never. You're not always right. It can sound right. It can look right, but it does not make it right all the time. But we have some people that feel like everything they do, everything they say is right. Yeah. And y'all already know it's wrong than two left shoes. But some people feel that way. They feel like, hey, you can say what you want to say, but I'm right. That ain't always the case. Now, don't get me wrong. You ain't always wrong either. So don't let nobody sit up and tell you that you're always wrong, because the devil is a lie. No, you're going to have times when you're right. You're going to have times when you're wrong. And you're going to have times when neither one of y'all is wrong. But because the disagreement is so difficult, you're going to feel like you just wrong. And it just ain't the case. It's just, a disagreement. And that's hey, baby, that is a life. You know how you hear people say life be lifing? life be life, and y'all. But we cannot allow uh these difficult things to get in our way, to stop us from what we have going on. Because y'all have to remember that the enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy. That's his job. And he does a great job at it. And I often tell people, y'all listen, the devil do his job. He do it, I'm talking about, he do it. He don't miss a beat. But do you do your job? That's the question right there. Do you do your job? Do you do what you're supposed to do? Do you keep the peace? Do you? You have to learn how to be peaceful in every situation. That includes even the situations that you don't like. You don't have to agree with everything. Everything just ain't gonna feel good or sound good to you. Some things, may come to you want to say, get the shit out of here. Hey, that's life. But just because you feel like that's what you want to say, don't mean that that's what you have to say. But, y'all, let me tell you, I have been told, and I think all of us can have a fiery mouth, I have a friend, y'all. She do not curse at all. She don't curse. But she say some of everything else. Everything. I told her, I say, girl, you cussing, you just doing it in a different language. But you definitely cussing. I mean, you will be surprised at the stuff that she say. Man, I'm telling you, people that try to prevent from cussing, y'all, they come up with some words. I'm telling you, words that ain't even in the dictionary. You be like, what is that? And they been a substitute that for a bad word. I'm like, baby. I guess people do what they got to do, to, try not to, be cussing or whatever. And I get it. I understand it. But what I notice, and nobody does this but my one friend. He'll make me, well, I ain't gonna say he have in the past made me so mad, y'all. And I talk rough. And then he'll say, Pastor. And that just irks me so bad. Because in spite of what I'm saying, I'm still saved when you get through. But if you don't want to hear that other girl come out, leave her alone. If I tell you to leave me alone, do that. Because it's going to be better for you and me. Because your feelings ain't going to get hurt. And then I ain't going to have to pay for it. You see what I'm saying? So if a person tell you to leave them alone, go on about your business, baby, and leave them alone. I know me. Leave me alone. Because, y'all, I be pulling stuff up out the ditches. I'm telling you. See, just because you don't do stuff no more, y'all, you don't forget how to do it. If you used to do it, you ain't forgot. That's just like driving, riding a bike. If you done did it, you ain't forget how to do it. It's the same thing. But sometimes, baby, sometimes people, they push that button, push it. And you be saying, go on now. In your nice voice, go on. Leave me alone. But oh no, they can't do that. They can't leave you alone. No. They got to keep on pushing them buttons. And y'all, just because you slip up and you say something, you still love God. You still say, you know what I'm saying? You just made a mistake. That's why come the word of God say repent daily. But see, people will try to beat you all upside the head. Like they live in a glass house. Like everything they do is all right. It's hunky-dory. No, the devil, that's a lie from the pits of hell. How you can't point. And when you point your finger at me, baby, watch that thumb. See where the thumb is going. So you got to be careful. If you don't want nobody to say nothing out of the way to you, leave them alone. Stay in your lane. See, everybody got a lane that they need to stay in, but some people, they want to get in your lane. Yeah. They think that they want to be in that lane. But yeah, I don't know. Sometimes being in that lane ain't cool. I'm telling you, because you sometimes some stuff come unveiled and that ain't what you wanted to do. So you just have to leave people alone. If that's what they ask you to do, that's something simple to do. Just leave them alone. If a person tell me, look, Faith, go on, leave me alone. Now, I'm gonna leave you alone, but I might say one more smart word to you. Now, I'm just being honest. That's just the truth. I will, if a person be like, girl, look, go on, leave me, I'm gonna go on. I'm gonna leave you alone. But that one more word, y'all, that one, and I know that ain't good. I know that ain't good, y'all. But one thing about me, I can tell you the truth about me. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you the truth. Yeah. See, some people, they ain't gonna tell you that they feel like they want to get that they'll leave you alone, but they just got one more. I don't care. Don't say what else you got to say, but be going on the other way. Don't be coming this way and talk, and you know what I'm saying, and still talking trash. Don't do that. That ain't gonna be good for nobody. Y'all, and then let me tell you, it's men out here that like to fight. It's women out here that like to fight. Baby, I'm thankful that I ain't never been in that zone. The cheating part I've experienced, but the fighting part, no, because you know what? I know some women that feel like if a man don't beat the hell out of them, he don't love them. Ain't that's just, man, that's some of the stupidest, foolish things. I don't get it. I don't understand. What make you think? And y'all, believe it or not, it's men out here that would love for a woman to slap them around. They love it. It turns them on. Oh man. It, it's the truth, y'all. I'm telling you. Uh-uh. I I'm I didn't do that mess when I was young. You think at this age I'm gonna deal with a man that want to fight? Baby. No. If it get to that point, I think you need to go for a walk. Yeah, I just go for a walk, cool off, come back, we can talk. But oh no. Baby, that uh-uh. And like I feel like if you start passing legs, I don't see no coming back from that. Cause it's like I'm gonna have something in my head that gonna make me uh-uh. No, that ain't good. No, and I know some people, baby, they live the fight. They love it. That like they feel like that will help keep their relationship going. Baby, let me tell you. You hit me. I got some special numbers on speed dial. That's all I got to say. Y'all, warning come before destruction. Now I'm telling you. I never could understand why a woman would want, or a man. Some men, baby, they want you to slap them upside their darn head, just like an old foolish woman do. And that, y'all, this just some peppermints. Yeah, my mouth is dry. But yeah, they want somebody to slap them upside the head. I don't get it, y'all. Cause like I feel like if a person hit me, that they dug their own grave. That's how I feel, y'all. That's how I feel about violence. About a man fighting a woman. Cause you can't. I just don't feel like you can beat up your mate and then tell them you love them. And they got black eyes and one arm hung behind them, and oh no, they walking around on crutches and because you got drunk and got upset and thought you seen something that you ain't nobody else in the room seen. No, honey. That's why come you have to have communication. You have to have it. It's one thing to drink sociably, but to just be through dealing. And it's one thing. Some people can drink and they quiet. They just gone on to sleep. That's one kind. But then you get these other ones and they feel like they can whoop you. They be trying to whoop something ain't even there. No. And then you have people that's just angry and bitter because of their upbringing. So, you have some men that have issues with women because of the way they were brought up, the way that their mom treated them, maybe wasn't nurturing to them and all of that. So, they looking for that in you. And you have to let them know. I ain't looking for no darn baby. You know. But you have some people they ain't gonna say nothing. They just gonna deal with it. Deal with it, deal with it, deal with it. Ain't gonna say not one word. Cause they think that, the person will leave them. Bye. If you leave me, you wasn't meant for me. And that's y'all, listen. That's how it is. You know. And then too, some of you wonder why your relationships ain't working, why they just every time you get a new one, it fails. It go good for a little bit and then it fail. And y'all, one of my friends was over today and we were talking and she told me, she said, Faith, every man that I found was not right for me. And I told her, I said, well, the word of God say a man that findeth a wife findeth a good thing. And as I was quoting the scripture to her, she finished the scripture. So even though she knew the scripture, she still fell short, y'all. But God is a forgiving God. And the blessing of it all is that she realized the mistake that she made, in choosing them, So, yeah. Sometimes we have to sit back and realize, it's not us. It ain't, but we need to get out of the way. And then sometimes, y'all, we hold on to that baggage that we need to get rid of so that God can really send the blessing. Yeah. That's, we have to be willing to let go of some stuff, so that God can come in like a flood and bless us. Because God in the blessing business. He is in the blessing business. So, honey, be thankful and be grateful, y'all. I'm telling you, we have to learn how to be thankful for what people call the small stuff. We have to learn to be thankful and grateful for it. Because, y'all, at the end of the day, can't nobody beat God giving, doing, none of that. You can't beat him. I don't care what you do. I don't care how much money you have. Because y'all know what? God owns it all. He owns it all. And that's just how it is. So, sometimes, y'all, we go through situations because we disobedient. We do. God will tell us to do something. And we know God is telling us to do it. But instead of us doing what we supposed to do, we go somewhere and do what we want to do. We go and feed the flesh. That's what we do. Yes. Yes, y'all. And the thing of it is, when you know better, you're supposed to do better. See, so you know better. But instead of doing right, you still decide to do what you have no business doing. That's just how it is. In some cases, y'all, not everybody. Some people they know the assignment and they do it. And sometimes, y'all, God will move people out of our life because he strictly wants our attention. He ain't trying to get the other person's attention. He's trying to get your attention, not the other person. So you may be wondering, like, well, man, why am I dealing with this? Why am I dealing with that? And it looked like everything going well for your mate. And it would seem like, because y'all in the same household, that when things are shook up for you, that they will be shook up for, your mate too. But it doesn't work that way all the time, because sometimes God only wants your attention, not trying to get your mate's attention. He's just trying to get yours. And it could be because he wants you to do something for your mate. You just never know. Maybe you're in church and you serving God, and maybe your mate doing something else. But y'all, it's scriptures in there and it talks about sanctified wife, sanctify thy husband. So, hopefully you're not unevenly yoked. But if you is, y'all, get that Bible, get it open and start reading them scriptures. Go to the scriptures about husbands and follow those scriptures. When you praying for your mate or you praying for your wife, put them scriptures in there, guys. Gals, do it. I'm telling you, because it works. It works. There is nothing new under the sun. And you want God to move in your marriage. You want God to bless your marriage. I'm telling you, it's things you got to do. You got to work. You got to work. Some things will be easy and simple to do. But there will be other things, y'all, that is challenging. And y'all want to win these challenges. You want to win. So therefore, you got to be willing to do some things different. You cannot continue to do the same thing over and over, but you expect different results. That's just not going to never work. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was trying to hit a button to send her to my voicemail, but anyway, I thought it would just cut the live off, so I do apologize anyway. But yeah, y'all, sometimes remember, God is trying to get your attention, not the other person. And sometimes, y'all, it can look like everything going smooth for your mate. But baby, up here, they all over the place. They just done learned how to pretend like it's all good. But they all over the place, because sometimes when God is working on you, he working on them too. And y'all, listen, when you going through something with your mate, don't be like, God change him. God change. No, ask God to work on you, because there could very well be some things that you need to change. And I'm not saying that they don't need to change nothing. That is not what I'm saying. But you need to put you on the throne as well and ask God. See, I believe that things worked so well with my late husband and myself, because when I used to would pray for my husband, no matter what the situation was, I would always say, Lord, make him the husband that I need and make me the wife that he needs, y'all. And God did that. And I'm not saying that we didn't have our little spats, because we did. But it was never nothing that was just drastic. Never. And I know that was only God. Only God, That's it. Nobody else. You know, one of my nieces told me, she said, Auntie, you have experienced something in your life that so many other women will never experience. And I'm listening and I'm like, what are you talking about? She said, you experienced a real man that loved you for you. And everybody that knew Uncle Paul knew how he felt about you. And I never looked at our relationship like that. Never looked at it like that. But that right there showed me the attention that my family paid to our relationship. And I can remember on our 10th anniversary when they had given us a party. And we were both, we were giving our little speeches, and the only thing I had to say was, my husband is not perfect, but he's perfect for me. That's how I felt, and just knowing how other people felt about our relationship and looked at our relationship, it was just a beautiful thing. I know my husband almost 50 years. That's a long time. A long time. We was kids, y'all. And we became friends. He used to hang out with my nephew and but anyway, I am gonna get off of that subject because sometimes it makes me a little emotional to talk about him. So I'm gonna quit, yeah. But y'all, listen, you deserve the best. You deserve the best, so don't settle for less. Don't get so anxious or in a hurry that you just settle, y'all. My husband asked me to marry him. I don't know. I lost count of how many times. I honest to God, I really did. I don't remember, but it was a lot of times. And I felt like it wasn't time. That's just how I felt, for a few years. That was how I felt, And I would tell them, you ain't ready. You ain't ready. But probably I was the one that wasn't ready, But that was my excuse, And when we finally did go ahead on and get engaged, man, I changed the date twice, and I tried to change it one more time because I was like, well, we still need to get this or that. And honey, that man told me, he said, I don't care what we ain't got. We getting married that day. And baby, that was it. That's exactly what we did. So, y'all, I've heard this before, that if a man really love you, he will change. Y'all, that's the truth. A man that really love you, he will be willing to make some changes for you. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Yeah. So y'all, don't get so anxious for a mate that you will just settle, because you got your whole life ahead of you and you don't want to be miserable, living your life. That song, y'all, that came out, I'm Living My Best Life. I like that song. But it was a time in my life I wouldn't sing it. I say this ain't my best life. The devil is a lie, baby. Things gonna get much greater. Then I start singing, I'm living my best life. You know? So yeah, y'all. And I'ma tell you, like, pay attention to like some of the music that you listen to, some of the wording in the songs, and just cause y'all, sometimes some of this music have good beats, good rhythm to it, and we just go with it. We go with it. But now I listen to listen to the lyrics of music. Like that one song, there's a leak in this old building and my soul is gonna move. Y'all, that's a good old hymn. But ain't no leak in my building and my soul ain't finna move. You see what I'm saying? So I have sang that song many a times, but I ain't know what I was saying. I just enjoyed the lyrics of the beat, the rhythm. So I'm just a singing, I'm just a vibing, and And one day, some just came to me like, listen to the words. Listen, is that really what you're doing? Listen to the words. So now, baby, I pay attention to these songs. I really do. And I listen to music all day, every day. I do. But when some stuff I listen to, but baby, I don't be singing it. I Miss Vanessa, baby, I die. Yeah, baby, ain't no leak in this building. And I ain't trying to move on. No. I ain't. Yeah, I'm telling you. Y'all better listen to them. Hey, you better listen to them songs that you be singing on. Because, honey, that stuff get in your spirit, man, and take off. No, ain't gonna happen. Mm-mm. No. Y'all, I got this remote. I just really want to see what it do, if it take a picture or if it pause it. So if it pauses, I'm gonna hit it right back. I don't know. I can't tell. Wait a minute. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. Because a minute ago, well, this was, y'all know I've been on here almost an hour and 10 minutes. You don't even seem like. But before I went on, I was playing with that remote, and I hit it one time. It took 3 pictures. Boom, boom, boom. I'm like, oh, really? That's what you're doing? Yeah, I don't know how to work that either. I bet y'all say she don't know how to work nothing. She just be pushing buttons, and I do. If I push a button, usually something will pop up, then I read what it say. I'll be like, oh no, that ain't what I need. I just, I go on to the next button. Yeah. But yeah, y'all. Yes. I sure, let me see what time is. I'll see. Okay, it's a little after 9, so it's a little after 10 in some places. But y'all see that red basket behind me, y'all? That's full of glasses, eyeglasses. These right here, full of it. That ain't even a fourth of my glasses, y'all. Yeah. I got like, I don't know, probably 5 pairs sitting right here. Yeah. Because I was going to wear uh, another pair today. But I couldn't find, because I have white glasses and my blue ones, but I couldn't find neither. I don't know. I think they in the other bedroom and there. I ain't have time for all that. So I looked over there and I seen that I had my clear one. So I say, there it is. So yeah. Yeah, I have almost, not quite, as many different eyeglasses as I do clothes. Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, so I'm kind of waiting to purchase anything for real because I may be moving soon and I figure, I can just wait until I get where I'm going. But y'all know those tall round things where you can put, I think it'll hold like 48 pairs of glasses, and then it has 2 mirrors on it. So I'm going to order me at least 2. I'm going to start out with 2 of those. And I know I'm going to fill them up because I have glasses and shades, and I have some name brand, some not, so, but I have a lot of them. So they hold, I think they hold 48 pairs. So that'll be 96 pair of glasses. I've got that many pair of glasses at least. So that's why I say I'm going to start out with 2 of those. And down the line, I may end up getting a third one, but we'll see. Yeah, but I'm definitely going to get me 2 of them. Yeah. Yep. And it spins around like the ones that you see in the store. Yeah, like those. Yeah. I'm going to get me a couple of those. Yes, I am. I order mine, honey, from Amazon mostly, and I have ordered like these I have on. These come from Amazon, but I like these right here. These is a 3-piece set. They came with this color, red and white, and I think black and leopard. But these I ordered from Temu. I ordered these right here from Temu. And they came with 3 pair. And it came with a couple of these right here. And just the plain basic eyeglass case. Yeah, I think it came with 2 of these. Something like that. Yeah. But if you get on Temu and look, baby, they got all kinds. And I mean, they got some pretty ones too. And they got some now. Well, I have some purple glasses. I have, I think, 2 different kinds. But they got these other purple ones that I want. And I don't have any yellow glasses. That I need some yellow glasses. Yeah. So I found a couple, but yeah. But that's mostly, where I get them from. Let me see. Let me show you. Because Amazon got a really good sale. Let me show you. I'm finna go on Amazon right quick and I'm gonna hold it up and show it to you. And see, where is Amazon? Yeah. I'll show them to you. Yeah, and they're only $5.99 right now. And let's hopefully the sale ain't over. Let's see. I used to do videos when I would get my glasses. I'd do a short video, but I just ain't did it in a while. Let's see. Search. Okay, eyeglasses. Oh, okay. Eyeglasses. Yep, there we go. Search. Okay. No, show me. Oh, okay. They showing me the ones that's $20. When I know them other ones. Oh, I didn't know they had these green ones. Okay. Those are unavailable. So where? Let's see. Nope. Currently unavailable. Okay. Oh, so it's, let me see. Oh, they ain't on sale no more. Right now, they $20. Them black ones that I just showed you. Yeah. See, these are them. The ones that I just showed you. I just showed you that black pair. But I have all. No, because these is the ones that I bought. They're out of them. But this pinkish clear looking pair, those didn't come with mine. But the other three did. No, they did not come with mine. So let's see. Okay. Yeah, I was really hoping that they had those other glasses. That's $5.99. Let's see if this will take me there. Too bad I don't know, y'all. It's not. Oh, it say currently unavailable. Okay. Well, let's see what else they might have. Let's see. Oh, they unavailable. They don't have them. see, what about these? They say them unavailable too. It's crazy. Well, say they unavailable. I tell you. Now here they go right here. Okay, let's see. They still have them. Yep, they do. But how much are they? Okay, they $5.99. Get me off the screen for a minute. Okay. Okay. Yeah. See, these are $5.99. These the ones I just tried on and showed you. You probably maybe can't see, but that pair, the bottom pair, is leopard at the bottom. At the bottom of it, down there is leopard. And the other ones is just all black and white. Okay. Okay. Oh, they done went up. I see. I see. Oh, and they done added more too. I don't know what style you like, but they have those as well for $5.99 for 3-pack. I don't know. I don't know how to share this link with you. $8.99. Oh man. Yeah, but it's a lot of them. If you go on Amazon and just type in $5.99 readers, and I'm pretty sure they'll pop up for you. Yeah. So y'all know. Let me see. I cannot see not a comment. Let's see. So I don't know. I see y'all in numbers up here though. I see that, but that's all I see. Okay, I got it back on my tablet. Let's see. Okay. All right. Well, y'all, look, I'm going to get ready and get myself off of here, y'all, because I'm tired. I'm sleepy. I've been up since, oh man, probably like 6 something this morning. I had a doctor's appointment today, and then I've been on the phone, and I'm just exhausted. I am. Yeah, I'm exhausted. But y'all, thank y'all so much for coming and hanging out and spending some time with me. Yes. So tomorrow, yeah, we'll talk about something else. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna talk about something else. Tomorrow, my cousin brought my dinner tonight. She brought me some red beans and rice and some catfish, y'all. Y'all, when I tell y'all that catfish was the bomb. I tasted the beans and rice, it was the bomb. But I'm saving that till tomorrow because I had took out 2 pork chops and I had cut up some potatoes for some French fries. So what I did was I went on and cooked the French fries and I ate that with the fish. And tomorrow I'm gonna eat the beans and rice with the pork chops. Yes. Yes, and I have some cabbage in there. Oh, y'all, there's gonna be a lot of gas, but that's what's gonna happen. Yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna get off of here and get my butt in this kitchen and go put that little stuff up. I ain't got much to do, y'all. But before I leave out here, honey, I'm gonna put that old tired gown on so I'll be ready for the bed when I come back in here. Yes, y'all. So I'm gonna get ready and get myself off of here. I don't know how to see the comments. Wait a minute. Okay. Let's see. How do I? Okay. All right, y'all. Yeah, I'm glad you called my live too. Yes, 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 yes. Y'all, I'm having to, of course, y'all know I gotta read. It's nothing showing up on my screen. Nothing. But I'm going to get ready, y'all, and get off. I heard y'all. I appreciate y'all coming on and hanging out with me, spending time with me, all that good stuff. Y'all, I love when y'all communicate with me. I love it, love it, love it. So yes, y'all, we gotta keep going and going and going so this channel can keep growing and growing and growing. Yes. So yeah, I got to get myself out there and stay out there in the algorithm. So I got to continue to come on here and talk to y'all, share stuff, all that, all of the above. So y'all, I'm gonna quit running my mouth and I'm gonna get ready to get off of here because I've been on here like an hour and 30 minutes, pretty much. Be an hour and 29 minutes in just a couple of seconds. So y'all, I'm gonna get ready to get off of here. Y'all have a blessed, safe, and enjoyable night. Okay. I will talk to you all later. If you haven't already, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Boom, hit that bell to be notified. So every time I upload a video or just come live like I am, you'll be one of the first to get it. So I will talk to y'all soon. God bless you guys. Good night.